So our final topic and question that we asked people was, how does a bill become a law? As you can see from the printout, there's many different directions and arrows that go from here to there. So let's talk about how a bill becomes a law. The way that a bill first begins to shape and form to actually even become a law, the very first thing that happens is a sponsor brings a bill forward. So the sponsor is the member of Congress primarily responsible for bringing the bill, resolution, or amendments to the House or the Senate. Bills and resolutions can have any number of co-sponsors, but only one sponsor per bill. Either the House or the Senate can propose a bill. Once proposed, the bill goes to a standing committee. And just so we're clear, there are 20 standing committees in the House and 16 in the Senate. A standing committee is a permanent committee that meets regularly, and they specialize in consideration of particular subject areas. The committee will then choose to send the bill to the floor of the House or the Senate, or they have the option of killing the bill. Once the bill is on the floor, then the bill is open for debate amongst the members of the House and the Senate. The purpose of the debate is to inform, educate, and discuss reasonable arguments for or against a proposed bill. After the debate completes, a vote occurs to either send the bill forward or to kill the bill. House bills go to the Senate for review, and Senate bills go to the House for the review. These are actually called, it's called a crossover when it goes from one house to the other house. Both houses can amend bills that have been proposed by the other side, but because this is often cumbersome, many bills, once they do the crossover, are sent on to the conference committee, which is an ad hoc panel with members from both the House and the Senate. And then what they do is they reconcile the differences in the bill that's passed both chambers, the House and the Senate, and they submit a single version back to the floor of each chamber. If the House and Senate then agree on the bill, it's then sent to our president. If the House and Senate disagree, the committee of conference then basically kill the bill. The bill will die. Our president then has 10 days to either decide to veto the bill, sign the bill into law, or our president can do nothing. A veto by the president would send it back to Congress, and a veto could only be overridden by a 2/3 majority vote known as the veto override. If nothing is done by the president and Congress has ended its session, then the bill is referred to as a pocket veto, which means the president held the bill unsigned until it was too late for it to be dealt with during the legislative session, and therefore the bill is dead. If the president does nothing and fails to sign or veto a bill, but the Congress is in session, then the bill becomes a law without his signature. So that's actually how a bill becomes a law, and it's more complicated than most of us actually realize. Thank you for taking the time to listen.